Ragnarok here with a brand new Total War campaign series. We're going to be live streaming some Vikings, some Norsemen. I'm very excited for this. And yeah, I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. It's a long story. I'm sure we'll have time to get into that at some point. But for now, I just want to explain to you how the campaign is going to work. So we're going to be live streaming, but the commentary or the narration for the series is going to be an audiobook. Reason why I want to do this, I kind of want to get back a little bit to the channel roots, get back to putting in some value beyond just playing the games. That's not to say that we're not going to be doing traditional campaigns. It's not to say we're not going to be doing Warhammer, because we are going to be playing a lot of Warhammer in the near future. But what I want to do is I want to add just a little something different, a little something from our past, a little bit something that's steeped in history and mythology. And so that's the reason why we're going to be reading through an audiobook. Now, the audio book that I've chosen here is called The Heimskringla by Snorri Sturluson, and I found it on YouTube Librivox audiobooks. It has a version of it. So the commentary, I've listened to a little bit of it. It's a little bit dry. It's a little bit slow paced, and the language obviously is from a very different time. But I'm really excited to hear the stories myself. And I hope you guys enjoy these Viking stories as well. So we'll get to learn a little bit more about Viking culture and things like that. And in fact, a lot of what we know about the Vikings comes from this particular author, Snorri Sturluson, who was a poet, governor in Iceland, and he had recorded a lot of the Viking history, so to speak. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So I won't be sort of interacting with the chat, obviously, because we're going to be playing through the audiobook. What I'm thinking, what I might do is at the end of each stream is we'll go through the chat and answer any questions and comments and interact with you guys a little bit before I finish things up. I mean, I'm not really expecting a big turnout anyway. You know, I've been missing for quite some time, so, and I mean, the channel is pretty small on top of that. Not to mention, more than likely, I'm gonna be streaming this at very odd hours. Probably not the prime time hours. It's mainly because I just, that's when I like to play the game, is through the middle of the night, and I'm in the Eastern time zone. So yeah, anyway, that's the plan. So basically, the audiobook is broken into 5 different parts. Each part is about 7 hours, maybe 8 hours long, between 7 and 8 hours long. So that's going to be the entirety of the campaign. Wherever we end up at the end of those 5 streams, it will more than likely be the end of the campaign, unless you guys really want me to continue playing through it. Otherwise, I believe we're gonna move on to Mortal Empires and play some of the Proving Grounds, which from what I've played so far, I have really enjoyed. So that's the plan moving forward, I think. And yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot more I want to say about that. Scheduling wise, I'm gonna try and do it 5 days in a row, but we'll see. Definitely gonna take some getting used to, sort of like sitting in a computer chair for 7 hours straight kind of thing, but we'll see how it goes. In any case, I had a really tough time picking which one of these factions I wanted to go with as far as the Vikings, but I'm pretty sure I've landed on the Danes. Now, talk about them in a moment. Ideally, probably the Geats are the superior faction as far as sort of strategic location. They start in the provincial capital, and then they have this trait, Cold Blood, immune to snow attrition, and plus 10 morale when fighting during the winter. And because of climate change in Attila, this is going to be an extremely valuable trait. And not to mention, starting in the provincial capital gives you a number of advantages as well. However, the title of the campaign is Voyage to Valhalla. So I think the immune to seasickness and immune to high seas attrition plays in more with the theme of the name of the campaign. So for that reason, I'm going with the Danes. The Jutes, despoilers, raising settlements and stuff like that. It's not usually, you know, super profitable, but essentially my strategy in the campaign is I want to capture, I want to consolidate our home province here and then capture some of these coastal territories, and then probably what I'm going to do is raise sort of like a barrier between us and the Huns, and that's how I'm going to prepare for the Hunnic invasion. And then once that's done, probably we'll move into Britain or potentially France. Probably Britain, because we'll be a little bit safer from the Huns there, but create like a wall of devastation here to give us sort of like a border between us and the Huns, and then stock up on defenses, probably primarily using archers, things like that. So we'll see how long I go in the campaign. Should remind everyone that there is the possibility that I may lose the campaign. I just lost Mortal Empires campaign recently. Just came down to really like a few bad movement mistakes on the campaign early on, or on the campaign map rather, early on. But playing on legendary difficulty, the possibility of defeat is always there. So I'm just gonna read briefly through this, and then I'll let you guys go, and then probably later this evening at some point I'll start the first stream. So I really hope to see you guys there, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, so religion, Germanic paganism. The Dani have achieved the rarest of marriages, barbarian vigor coupled with civilized sophistication. As the most southerly of the Norse kingdoms, they came into contact with the southern European peoples early in their years, treating the strangers with an uncharacteristic openness. This led to the creation of the first runic alphabet, which greatly enhanced the Nordic people's culture and trade. However, this has not dampened the Danes' desire for conquest. Many northern tribes plunder foreign shores, yet neglect their own. Not so the Dani. Poised to take advantage of the ensuing upheaval, they strive to forge a grand Nordic empire to outlast Rome's. So I think that probably is gonna be the goal for us. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to achieve in 40 hours or less. But I'll do my best to try and make it entertaining for you guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the live stream. Ragnarok signing out.